Hi! So today I'm going to be doing a video. I meant to do it last week, but I didn't. So we're gonna do it now. I wanted to do a haul with you guys, my PHAMExpo haul. So 2 weekends ago, I went to PHAMExpo in LA, or in Pasadena, had so much fun, and really the main reason I wanted to go was to be able to check out indie brands that I really had never been able to get my hands on. So I want to show you what I got. So I definitely kind of studied the list to see who was going to be there, where they were going to be, so that I could make the most of my time. There were definitely a couple things that I had almost bought online and then was like, no, and then I saw they were going to be there and I was like, yes. One of which is Smith Cosmetics. So this is a brush company. I didn't buy any of the brushes, but really I had been meaning to buy this particular thing for so long, and so I was like, I went right up to the booth and I was like, I need that Smith Folio. And the Smith Folio is awesome. So when I travel, you would think I'd have my shit together. I don't. I have a Zuka bag and I have like the little clear cases, and it never ends up being as organized as I wish it would, especially with brushes. I mean, I have like a brush belt and stuff, but it's always a mess. So that's kind of why I wanted this. This is this beautiful case. It's gorgeous. It's got a gold zipper. It's just really, really well made. And when you open it up, this is the fully loaded one, by the way. They do have one where it's empty and then you pick the pieces you want in it, but I wanted the fully loaded. So it has this double mesh little bags right here, and then you open this and look at that. So these were all able to hold brushes, but then you can also put, I mean, lip glosses, you can put lipsticks, like smaller things, eye pencils, anything, lip pencils, anything that you can fit into these little holes. So I love this because it'll be so good for me to stay organized. So this is the small one. So these are for smaller like eye brushes and stuff. And then this side has the larger ones, and this one's actually double-sided. So it has both. Then this side are actually even larger, so you can put either really large brushes or lip products in here. So you can put those in like this. I mean, this could even fit something bigger than this for sure. For me, this is something that I think will be really helpful in keeping me organized when I travel. And I just like that it's really compact. So I think that that is really nice. I mean, I have a lot of brush, or not just brush, but like makeup bags and stuff, and it just ends up taking up a lot of room. So if I can get things that are not, I'm about it. At the show, I think this might have been 95 maybe. I think on the website it was 95 for just one with no, like with one, the middle like double-sided brush thing, but the fully loaded one, it was discounted at the trade show, so that's why I was like, yes, I want to get it. So I'm really happy about that. The first place that I went to, the first booth I went to when I got to PHAMExpo was Jouer. And that's because I've been seeing these things all over and I needed to try it because, I mean, it's like a mermaid collection. It's literally called Mermaid. And this is the packaging. Come on, right? Oh, so this is the Glow palette and the Eyeshadow palette. Yes. I have not even opened these yet because, like, how can you even get past that holographic realness right there? But these colors are really pretty. I've seen swatches of them and they're very light. There's an iridescent ice white, pink pearl, iridescent aquamarine, and an iridescent duochrome peacock for the eyes. And then for the Glow palette, it has all of these creamy highlighters. There's a white, gold, rose gold, shimmering pearl pink, and an iridescent lavender pink. So I was pumped about that because, like, that's really, I've been eyeing that for a while. They were out of the lip glosses that came with the collection, but honestly, this was what I really was like into. And this is kind of like interesting packaging too, because they're all separate, but they can be like, yeah, they can be put together or they can be separated. That's really interesting because I was like, why is this a palette? And so with the highlighters, these three are permanent, but these two were the limited edition ones. So they're super creamy. So what I'm gonna really wanna use these for, because they are like really, really creamy, is a base for if I want like crazy highlighter, using these, especially that iridescent one, putting that on like my cheeks or with my nose and anything, and then putting like a powder on top is gonna make it like insane. So I'm excited to play with those. They're very, very pretty. Let's open this one. This is the Eyes palette. It's like big packaging too for, oh yes, okay. I mean, yeah, yeah. These look even better than I thought. It's interesting when that happens. Like look, this is like the picture and this is them in real life. They look so washed out in the picture. It's interesting when that happens. You would think a company would be like, we need this to look exact. You gotta know, like, I mean, especially that color. What? That looks white on here. Let me touch them. I haven't played with them yet. I've had this bag of stuff just like sitting here for honestly a week because I'm like, I need to film this. So there's a look. I'm excited about that. These are really light. I think that if I use like my NYX base for sure, that they'll be a lot more pigmented, but I kind of like how light they are, and I feel like they would work really well as like kind of an overlay to make a shadow look even more awesome. What else did we get? Okay, so then so I was in line to get that Smith Cosmetics Smith Folio. I look over to my left and 2 booths down, there's this company where all the girls that are working behind the booth are wearing these cat heads. And it was like special effects. It wasn't like one of those horse heads where you just can pull it over your head. It wasn't like just makeup. It was like a legitimate cat head all the way down to their neck, like to their chest. And it was creepy. It was so creepy. And Paul's like, we have to go over there. We go over there and I'm like, okay. So their stuff is so cool. You guys are gonna love this. The company is called Lunatic Cosmetics, and we go up to the cat people, and it was really cool. Like, it just from far away, I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. But it was actually really cool the way it was done. Like, it moved with their mouth, and it was like really well done special effects makeup. So we go up there, and like everything was really, really unique. So the palettes that I picked out were the eyeshadow palettes, and first of all, I mean, the packaging is essentially a coffin, and when you open it up, it's just crazy. You've got like the Ouija board thing and like cats and moons, and it's like really kind of gory gothic awesomeness. So the first palette is called Supernatural. This is Hocus Pocus. Just look at that. And the thing that really caught my eye was like, if I just swatch these for you, these are like mattes, and mattes a lot of the time that are bright like that, just the pigmentation's not super great. So I was kind of impressed with that. And then the last one is called Zombie Defense. This one is super pretty. So like this teal shade, and then like this blue, and then, oh, I still have eyeshadow on that hand. And then this last shade is this black with purple sparkle in it. And I'm excited to play with these just because the packaging, everything's really unique. And then the best part about it, this was their bag. It's literally a brain with like ooziness coming out of the holes. And it's just, I was like, that is badass, and I loved it. So that was what I got from Lunatic Cosmetics. I haven't played, like I said, haven't played with any of this stuff yet, so I'm really excited to play with those because some of those colors I was like, yes, this is amazing. Another thing I got, the Laura Lee palette. That's the back. The Laura Lee palette from Violet Voss. Again, have not touched this yet, but I gotta say, just from looking at it, I mean, the colors here are really awesome. I like the way that this palette's set up a lot, how it goes from light to dark, how there's a good amount of mattes and then just some nuts of shimmer colors. Because I like the Violet Voss palettes a lot, but they tend to be very heavy-handed in like the shimmery, frosty department. So I kind of love that this is so balanced. I mean, like this color, Fleeky, that I'm gonna just watch that right now. This was the one that I like looked at it and was like, this is like an orange juice. It literally is like orange juice color, and I love, you guys know me, I love weird, unique colors like that. So I'm really excited to play with that one. The next place that I kind of wandered over to was the Namie's booth, and they had a whole bunch of different brands were there, and then you would like go to them, and then they'd bring your order up to the front, and then you would go get your stuff. So the first thing I saw that I was like about is Beauty Blender had a booth with Namie's, and I was like, oh, is Beauty Blender on sale? Because of course I have beauty blenders, but like, you can never have enough. Ever. The girl's like, yeah, we have them on sale, but we also have a show special. And the show special is this. It was 3 beauty blenders. There's a pink one, a black one, and a purple one. One of the mini ones, which I have the mini ones that I don't really use them. And then a travel size of the blender cleanser, and this was $35. If you've bought beauty blenders before, you know that if you buy them like at Sephora, one of these is 20 bucks. So to get 3 of them, a mini one and then a travel size cleaner for 35 bucks, I'm surprised I only got one of them, but I was like, yes, please, now, I need that. So that definitely had to get that because that was such a good deal. And then I also went to the Elsie, I believe, tell me if I'm saying this wrong because I've seen people use this on Instagram and everything, but I've never used it myself. I got their Micro Silk Foundation, and then I got the Glow Enhancer Face Oil. And I got this because, again, I've seen this all over Instagram. It's this beauty oil. I've been using the Smashbox one, which I really like, but this one has, I mean, it's just beautiful. It's got this gorgeous, gorgeous beigey, glittery, not really glitter, but like shimmer. The girl working there told me that you can mix this with your foundation, apply it on your beauty blender, apply it into like creams to make them more blendable, apply it just first like a primer over your skin. So I'm just gonna play around with this. I mean, just in the bottle alone, it's so beautiful. I love it. The last place that I went to was Dose of Colors. So Dose of Colors is a brand that I have always been like I look at their stuff, I follow them on Instagram, I will go through like their hashtag, and I just like, I love what I see, but I never tried anything because I wasn't sure where to go. And again, it was a brand where I kind of was like, I just want to touch things and see how I feel before going crazy. Because there was a point where I almost bought all of these Ideal Duos just online, like just bought them all because they're just so cool looking. Didn't, and yeah, so I was really happy I went. That booth was so crowded, but when I went on Sunday, there was a really, really short line. I was able to go right in and to play around, and I was so happy about it. So anyway, so I went in, and the first, of course, like I said, the first thing I was really looking at were those Ideal Duos. So if you haven't seen these before, they're pretty cool. The top part has, this color is Disco, by the way. The top part has a creamy base. So it's super creamy, feels like a cream color base from MAC. It's a little bit tacky and sticky. So it looks like that. And then the bottom part has, it's like not quite a pigment, not quite a glitter. It's as sparkly as a glitter, but it's very, very smooth, which, you know, glitter feels chunky and kind of gritty. This doesn't. So what the idea is here is, I mean, this is it just by itself. And then you put it right on top of the sticky base. And it just is so cool. So they didn't have all of them in stock. They only had, I think they had 5, and I think that they have more than that. I know, I'm not sure about the exact number, but I got 3 of them. So that one was Disco. This next one is called Shell. Okay, so this is Shell on top of the base. You can see that one's a little bit less. It's more pigment than it is glitter, because Disco is definitely more glitter. But I just loved the color, like, oh my gosh. I love good neutrally but sparkly, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh, so pretty. This next one is called Frozen. Do you see this? Like, so I definitely see myself in the near future needing all of the rest of them. But I'm glad I got to kind of like preview these because there are some super pretty colors, and so yeah, those are the ones I got. And then the other thing I got was this lip gloss in Bellini. I know that Dose of Colors is known for their matte lip colors, but this, I mean, peachy, golden peachy colors like this speak to me on like a different level, and that was no exception. I mean, golden peachy colors for the lips, for the lids, like it doesn't matter what it's for. When I see it, and if it's like, there's no stopping me. That's like my favorite orangey, peachy, those just orangey vibes. I love it, and I need it always. The last thing I got kind of surprised me. I had seen it online, and every time I had seen it online, I was like, meh, like that's cool, but I really have no desire to buy it. Until I saw it in person, and that is the Hidden Treasures palette from Dose of Colors. So they had this just out on display. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it kind of like was weird to me how the setup here is just so weird. But then I swatched some of these and was like, my heart and soul, like I need this. And I'm glad I got it because I know it's limited edition, and the PR girl that was working there told me that they only have a small amount left. So I was kind of like, yes, I'm glad that this happened. Metallic colors here are what kind of, you know, totally got my attention. So look. That's pretty impressive, right? Like that coin color. Pretty much that coin color was my like, okay, I get it. I need it. That was one where I definitely didn't go in thinking I wanted that, but here we are. That's pretty much it for my Fame haul. I was really happy with everything that I got. Had a really fun time. I met some of you guys. I got to hang out with some of my LA-based friends, and it was awesome. And I just had a really good weekend. It was like a breath of fresh air. I think I described it on Instagram as being like, I filled my cup. Does that make sense? Like, it was nice. It was a good, nice vacation with Paul. All right, so that's it. If you've tried anything from any of these brands I mentioned, Jouer, Dose of Colors, Lunatic, Elsie, let me know. Please let me know if there's anything I need to check out. I know you guys are gonna tell me Dose of Colors that I missed out by not getting the mattes. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sure that I'm gonna place an order pretty soon. I can tell you that much. But yeah, so I hope you guys are doing awesome. I'm sorry that this video took a little bit longer to get up, but here it is. And I'll see you guys later.